Hey everyone, it's a new day in Ark Survival Evolved and we're on the Crystal Isles map. Right above me you can see Bosco has an anky in its claws with his wyvern and he's about to bring it down and we're going to tame us an anky. What we do is we go out in the wild and we find a wild one, the high level of the ones that we want, and then bring them here so that we're in the safety of our base. We're actually very close to our base. It's just right down there. Here he comes.
There we go.
There we go. I think that was just perfect.
Oh.
It's not the easiest thing to do. Here we go. He's about to do it. That looks good.
This
that looks
perfect.
Good. Yeah. And then you just let them go and they fall down. It doesn't damage them. And then we usually, what we like to do is use the long neck rifle and use darts. Darts are much better than the trank arrows. Now, does this particular creature need us to be patient and wait, or do we just shoot?
I do not know. I think that they are kind of tanky, so I think we should be fine, but just in case, I will take a little bit of time.
It's showing just a tiny bit of torpor so far. Nope, it went way high. And very little damage on the health. And it's raining. Alright, we're really close, Bosco. It's really close.
Just a few more shots.
Oh, I've got the glitch.
There we go, it's down.
Doggone it. Why is it I always miss it when it goes down? Okay, that is wonderful. You did a great job, Bosco. That's super. All right.
So I'll go get some rock carrots so we can get the best.
Perfect. Yes, we do. We do not have our garden yet. Rav is working furiously on our garden to get it going, but we still have some carrots left over from that gift from crops. The other day. We still have a few of those carrots left, so we understand that any crops that you use, not crops particularly from crops, but any crops that you use are better than mayhel berries. So we're hoping that the carrots will work a little bit faster. I don't know what the Ankys kibble is, but we are not able to do kibble yet. You have to have a garden and you have to have all the crops growing in order to make kibble. It will be soon.
The Anky likes dillo kibble.
Dillo kibble?
Yeah, it's the same as Dodie's, unless they've changed it, but I don't think they have.
Yeah, but things do change in game quite often. It is a male, so we need to be thinking of a name. Bosco found it, so he gets to name the Anky. And he's back with carrots.
Should start taming.
Yeah. My goodness, that rainstorm. I don't know where you live where it just constantly rains. I guess in Seattle, maybe.
A couple of places in Norway as well.
Oh, okay. Well, even with the carrots, it only did 3.8%, so we're going to be here for a little while. I'll bring you guys back just as soon as we're close, hopefully, if I get a chance to make sure and know. I'll try to pay a little bit better attention, and I'll be back in a little while. Well, we're about halfway through on the Anky, but while we're waiting, I thought it might be interesting to we'll look out over the beautiful ocean here. But I thought it might be kind of interesting to explain something about a new thing. It's not brand new, but it's definitely new since we started playing Ark almost 3 years ago. It's a way to check and see what resources are all around you, and you're able to pull them to you. So let's say I was looking I really needed maybe some stone. So I could click, it's up here in this little cloud. I opened my inventory. Let's go one thing at a time here. I opened up my inventory. I clicked I, and there's this little cloud with an arrow pointing down right here. You click on that and then search for these are all of the resources that we are able to get. But like, well, let's go for wood, and it doesn't show anything at all in my area. So let's try going down here closer to where the base is. Let's try right about here. Bosco's out running around. He's busy, busy, busy. Okay, so open your inventory, click on the cloud, and let's look for wood. And then, sure enough, it says these resources are available. There, in the resource storage box, there's actually 10,000 wood. If I want to pull wood out of the cooker or the fireplace, so let's just, if we needed, say, 50 wood, I needed to craft something, and I needed 50 wood. If you want all of it, you check mark a box here under all, but I certainly don't want that much wood in my inventory. I only want 50. So let's pull the wood. And then you say done, and look, it magically appears in your inventory. Isn't that amazing? Let's try one more thing. Let's see. Let's do some stone. If I wanted to build, say, a little stone wall or something, it'd be so easy, and I don't have to run back to the base and firestorm. My wyvern has 435 stone, so let's get 50 stone out of firestorm. Pull, and there we have 50. I think Bosco's come up with a name. I think he's going to name the Anky Peanut, which I think is adorable. But while we're still waiting on Peanut, I thought of another thing I'd share. We'll just have a hints and tips time. But if you go, you might notice that in the last couple of videos, my character has been offset. I didn't even realize what was going on. But when we first started playing, my character was in the center like it is. But then all of a sudden it's like to the side, way over to the side. And it just has been driving me crazy. So I figured out how to fix that. I also did a little bit of a camera field of view. You'll find that if you, let me go from the beginning. You do escape and then options. But the field of view is this right here. And watch, this is all the way to the left. And if I go ahead and push apply, look at that. It makes my field of view right up in my face. If I go all the way to the right, watch this. Apply, and it pulls the camera way out. So I kind of like it about here now. I did zoom in a little bit more since I figured this out this morning. So I kind of like that better for filming. Then also another thing, and this is how I figured out I was off-centered. Oh, something's going on behind us. That was awesome. Okay, so this third-person camera offset, if you're finding your character is like off to one side, if you click this, that makes your character appear off to one side. Let's save it and I'll show you. See? Isn't that weird? And I could not figure out for the life of me why my character was off to one side. And so I decided to check out my options, and sure enough, I saw this option. So what we want to do is we want to have my character in the center of the screen. That has been driving me nuts. There we go. Now isn't that great? So much better. All right, guys, it went almost. I was so excited for just 1 second. I thought it was tame, but it's just a little teeny tiny, little bit more. It's at 99.0%. So next eat should definitely, we should have us an Anky. He's pretty awesome looking, actually. Bosco, you found a good one.
Awesome. I saw because it's kind of like the normal colors of an Anky plus like the tan colored Anky mixed together.
There he is. And Peanut. Bosco decided on Peanut for his name. And he's our new Anky. My goodness, he's very, very cool looking. There we go. So now we have an Anky. The next thing that we're going to tame is a beaver. We've been out looking, and we're worried about the crabs. We think the crabs maybe have been annihilating them because we're not seeing any. But I did want to show you guys our taming pen and how we go about taming things if we have flyer carry. Okay, Bosco has found us a beaver. He just looked and looked and looked and did not give up, and he should be coming in. I see him. There he is. He's getting into position. Here we go. Here we go. Wow.
First try.
try. That's awesome. That is fantastic. All right. Well, again, we'll do this. We'll be going with the same strategy as we had before. Bosco will be shooting it with his. You're using a long neck rifle, correct?
Yes, a journeyman long neck.
Yeah. Oh yes, we found a blueprint. So he has a journeyman long neck, and then we use the darts. All right, Bosco. Good luck. Yep. There we go. Couldn't get the spyglass to work. Still can't get it to work.
I think that it's just kind of running around. It's not very aggressive here.
It's not aggroing on you, is it? That's kind of weird.
I mean, I'm not mad about it. I can just sit in here. Should be getting close, I think.
What's frustrating for me is I'm not able to see it through the spyglass.
Okay. I'll reload this bullet. Shoot another.
I hit him with my... Oh my gosh, I hit him with my... Oh, sorry, Beaver.
I went ahead and looked at the torpor, and it's
finally, yes, it's almost done. Well,
there we go.
There we go. Yes, my goodness, that was so frustrating with the spyglass. I think I'll just throw this spyglass down. So frustrating. Need to make another one. Definitely.
Oh, you should look at his face. Okay, so
look how sweet. Oh, and he's got flowers. The flowers around his face are so cute. Aw. Oh, you're gonna have to come up with another name. A level 290. This time let's check his stats. We didn't think about the Ankys. Health is 4,050. Wow, that's good. Weight 486. We'll have to definitely. Well, actually, don't beavers? They use their weight differently, don't they?
Yeah. Same with the Dodics and the Ankys. They have reduced. Like the Dodic, what will normally be around 120 weight in your inventory is around 21 in theirs.
Okay, that's awesome. And then also the beaver, you're able to make a special saddle, and he's like a walking smithy, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, so that's going to be nice. So we might work on his movement speed, but his melee is actually really good. This is an excellent beaver, I believe. We may have to pump narcotic in this one. His torpor is actually going down a little bit faster than the Anky was. But I'll keep an eye on it for you. Okay, so it's about the same speed as the Anky.
I don't know, the parasaurs were going 5% each time too.
Okay, all right, that's good. It won't take long then, but I will keep an eye on the torpor and let you know. If it goes down to around a third, I'll let you know. All right, guys, I will bring you back after the beaver almost gets done. Hey everyone, I wanted to bring you back. We had some technical difficulties, and I was not able to show the final taming of the beaver, but I did want to show you this amazing saddle. He has the beaver has this really, really great saddle, and I wanted to show how it's just like a smithy. And he can make whatever you've learned Ingrams of. He can make them. Like I've learned the Ingram for the Anky saddle, So I can, if I'm out and need an anky saddle out in the wilderness, I can actually make one while I'm on the beaver. And then also you can craft structures. You can craft any of the metal items that you've learned in your engrams, and even the metal, anything to do with the metal. So that is amazing, and this beaver is just awesome. Bosco decided on the name Strudel, which I think is just perfect for him. And he is able to get tons and tons and tons of wood. So we're very happy with our beaver. Also, something that's kind of been new that we're learning, Bosco is learning all about, let's go on this side where there's a little bit more light. Bosco is learning all about the Steampunk mod that is on our server. I don't know the name of it. Do you know the name of the mod, Bosco?
I think it is just called Steampunk.
Steampunk mod. And so, did you see what he do that again, Bosco? That is so awesome. This is something that came out of that mod, and Bosco's going to tell us about it.
So this is called the Ankylio's shock armor, and it's I don't know how the physics for that would work, but it is supposed to be one of the blast forges for the Steampunk mod. It makes all of the forge stuff, but I personally don't use it because it takes just as much time to make metal, but it only makes one ingot in here. So I don't use it, but I think it just looks really cool.
So it is like a forge, though?
Yes.
Yeah. Wow. Let's go look inside and see what it looks like inside. This is truly amazing. Oh, yeah. Look at that. So we're able to take him out, and he can make metal ingots and copper and stuff even while we're out.
It does make it a lot slower than the actual blast forge.
This particular episode was about Ankys and beavers, and we are so excited to have these guys because they are going to do so much great work for us. We don't have a bit of trouble getting metal or wood at this point anymore. I think that will end this episode, and I do appreciate you all very, very much. Bye.